Hey everyone, it's Kevin or Optimal Hunter, whatever you want to call me. And this is the Blue Black Pirate stream for Standard that we're going to be running tonight. So this is the deck we're going to be running tonight. We have our Fatal Pushes and Walk the Plank as our general removal. They should be able to hit most things in the format, except for Gods, which is what Vraska's Contempt is for. Siren Storm Tamer, good one drop, and then we can use it to save one of our better threats later on in the game. March of the Drowned is just a good value card. We can get 2 for 1. Good against removal, good against good to help keep us in the late game. Not great in the opening hand, obviously, but you have to do what you have to do. Siren's Ruse and Chart the Course are 2 cards that I'm trying in the deck. I just want to see which one's better. Chart the Course is basically draw 2 for 2, because we almost always want to be attacking with this deck. And then Siren's Ruse is just a way to save against removal. It kind of depends what we're going to see the most of. You can blank a removal spell, or if we need to, we can just cycle it for 2 at the end of our opponent's turn. Daring Saboteur is a good way to get in early, and later on in the game it becomes unblockable, and we can actually loot away our dead spells or our extra lands later in the game. Fathom Fleet Captain, great 2-drop. I was playing some test games earlier, and just whenever you got him online with another pirate, it was 100%. He just took over the game as long as he could attack freely. Him having Menace is the big thing there. The Menace lets him attack, and they need 2 blockers to be able to block him, obviously. So even if you go turn 2 Fathom Fleet Captain, they go turn 2 creature, you can still attack. Kite Sail Freebooter, 2 for 1 card as long as you can keep their exiled card underneath the Kite Sail. It also gives us a chance to look at our opponent's hand and see what's coming up in the future. Again, Walk the Plank, pretty much a catch-all removal spell. Lookout's Dispersal is the pirate counter spell. Counter unless I pay 4, costs 1 less if I control a pirate. And like 60 to 70% of the time, we control a pirate in this deck. Rune Raider is our card advantage. That's where we start to draw cards. Kind of like Dark Confidant, but 3-drop, but it does attack a lot better as a 3/2. Fell Flagship is the one that I'm not sure of with the deck. I was talking with a friend, and he said it's fantastic in the deck. And I understand that giving pirates +1 that's a good, like, it's a good card. I just don't know if it's placed in the deck. If it has any place in any deck, it's going to be this one, obviously. But I just don't know if it's good enough for this deck. But I guess we're going to find out. Hostage Shaker might be the best card in the deck. We need to get it down. When it enters the battlefield, exile a target creature or artifact until it leaves the battlefield. I may cast that card. For as long as it remains exiled, I may spend mana as over many of any type to cast that spell. That is just 100% a tempo play. Exile your creature. If you're playing it late game, then you get to play that creature. We already talked about Vraska's Contempt for Gods, specifically a red deck wins, mono red. Gain life and exile their god is a huge swing. And finally, Scarab God. This has been fantastic because a lot of our plays are good on their own. You get your 1-drops and your 2-drops as 1/2s and 3/2s and such. But once you bring them back as 4/4s, and you get their tempo bonus with them, you're laughing. That's amazing. Hostage Taker to get a 4/4 and take out an opponent's creature and maybe cast it next turn. That's stupid. In the sideboard, we have 1 more Fatal Push and 1 more Walk the Plank. These are just, I prefer 3/3 split in the main board so we can sideboard as we need to. Spell Pierces, good against control to help keep our tempo up, so means we might have to play our hostage takers or our threats a little bit off curve, but the fact that we can protect it with a Spell Pierce is huge. Another March the Drown for removal heavy matchups, probably control. Deadeye Tracker for decks that want to use the graveyard. Sorcerer's Spyglass, if we run up against a deck whose win condition is an activated ability of sorts, like a Planeswalker or something, then we bring this in and that can actually just neuter that 100%. An extra Siren's Ruse for control, an extra Vraska's Contempt for getting rid of gods. Bonti's Last Reckoning. I'm not sure what we're going to be hitting with this. This could be something we taken for red, mono red, or any token matchups this would be good for, especially because we can just leave up mana for our non-creature spells to use it. And then finally, 2 more Scarab Gods. I think they're going to be really good in the deck, but I don't want to go a full 3 in the main board. So I put 2 side, again for more removal heavy matchups and games where we want to be able to, we think we're going to go a little bit longer, we want to be able to recur what we got. So let's go into the play lobby, start the tournaments, and let's do a friendly league. 5 matches. Better actually bring it over to the right window. And here we go. Match number 1. I lost the dice roll because that's my luck. And this is not a keepable hand. We have 1 land and a bunch of 2 mana spells. And we don't even get an untapped land. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's a little bit better. This one I can live with. We kind of have a dead card for March of the Drown, but we have something early game, something late game, and we can and we can hedge our opponent's removal. So we're gonna keep this one. And this it's Hostage Taker. Oh, that's tempting. I think we gotta keep that on top because we get 1 more land in the next 3 draws, and we can play it. And we're on the draw, so yeah, we're good. And I forget to auto yield all the time. I don't have any turn 1 plays, so that's our turn 1 play. Tap land. And we're playing against Teamer Energy. So we're probably not going to count on our 1 and 2 drops living too long if they have removal. So let's get the removal. Why not? We're going to try and get any removal out of their hand. And then next turn we can go Siren Stormtamer and leave up the sacrifice effect to protect the Kite Sail Freebooter. and whatever card it happens to nab. And we're gonna get rid of... We have to get rid of Harness Lightning because he's very far away from casting Sky Sovereign. And if I just take Sky Sovereign, you're just gonna Harness Lightning it. So we do that. Then tap. Oh, this is the worst part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we saw him play the Botanical Sanctum and the Rogue Refiner. He's probably gonna get in for 2. Yep. We will not block into that because we're not stupid. I have half a brain. At least. So I think we go Evolving Wilds here, which lets us go Hostage Taker on turn 4. And we can still keep up our Storm Siren, Siren Storm Taker. He elected to leave the Virtuoso in his hand, which means we can attack with our Flyer. So guess what we're gonna do? Oh, we're gonna get in there. What? Take your beats, opponent. Take your beats. I might as well just crack this now. No need. No need holding it back. We get an island? Yeah, we get an island here. Largely irrelevant. Just we have more swamps to draw on the deck, so. Getting rid of that, so we're gonna pay blue, activate its ability, target that ability. Sure, we're down to 15 on the attack. That's a crew 3, I believe, yeah. So the Virtuoso's gonna say, ooh, nice, Fatal Push. That'll come in handy next turn. Yep. Hostage Taker, take out the Rogue Refiner, and then we can play it ourselves next turn, which is really good. A 3/2 draws us a card, and yeah, no, that's stupid good. We'll target the... Ooh, I could take the Sky Sovereign. I forgot it gets artifacts. That's actually... I think we take the Sky Sovereign there, because I can crew it pretty reliably. I can attack the circle. Yeah, no, we take the Sky Sovereign there. But we need an extra land to play it. Well, here's hoping we top deck a land. We're gonna get in there. What's the text on that? Enters the battlefield, so if he manages to kill my Hostage Taker, then we're doing very poorly. Spire Bluff Canal comes tapped. And the Whirler Virtuoso. With 5 energies, so we can make a whole 1. He also cycled a Shelter Thicket. I missed that part. He's attacking with a 3/2, so we're not going to do anything about that. And we're gonna hope that we top deck a land here. Land would be amazing. Hey, it comes untapped because I didn't specify what kind of land I needed. Thinking we might go March of the Drowned to get back our Siren Storm Chaser. Yeah, I think that's the play. Because now we can use this to protect our hostage taker and our kite sail guy. And we can still leave up Fatal Push. So it didn't feel good on only getting half the value that we could for it, but we just spent 2 mana to make sure that we actually lived to cast that Sky Sovereign, which is huge. I think we just hold back here. I don't think getting in for 1 is very useful right now, so. What you got, opponent? What do you got? Attune? Oh, yeah, sure. That should be better for the size, because the chat isn't necessary. The game chat isn't necessary, I should say. Attune, he's got a swamp, and he got rid of the Whirler Virtuoso. We just take our beats here. I don't see no reason to block here. We don't gain anything from blocking, so. Yep. I feel our opponent's getting a little bit mana flooded, which I am perfectly okay with personally. Not to rub salt in the wound. Logos Dispersal. Oh, that would have been so nice to have last turn. We wouldn't have had to waste the March of the Damned. Drowned. Sorry, March of the Drowned. I think we're going to cast that. And I gotta target something. We target the Whirler Virtuoso, make him use his energy now if he wants to use it, and then he'll just make two flyers, and that'll be fine. Yep, you create your thing, that's fine. I'm still passing priority. He kept 4 energy up. Okay. Still, I don't like attacking here. He may just have an Abrade for this Sky Sovereign, which would be really funny. It doesn't have haste. So we'll pass, and then next turn we'll just start pinging off his board 1 by 1. Because that's how we do things. Ping, dead, ping, dead. And I'm totally fine with him continuing to play lands. Long Toss Cub, that's no fun. Good thing we have a Fatal Push in hand. Now he doesn't have any combat tricks or damage spells, no removal. Oh, 2 counter spells. Yes. Oh, I mean, he can probably pay for the first one depending on what he's playing, but yeah. Let's crew. Tap that and that. Please. Thank you. I am done. Go to combat. Beginning of combat. We're going to attack. Now what we ping here depends on what we want to accomplish. I don't think getting in 6 damage right away is going to matter at this point. We have the board position as long as he doesn't draw an abrade, which he clearly doesn't have, or else he would have killed this already before we put the trigger on the stack. So I'm not worried about him killing the Sky Sovereign just yet, especially because I can protect it with the Siren. Can I? Is it target me or a creature I control? So I can't protect the Sky Sovereign, just sell. I'm not too worried about him getting the abrade, so I don't think putting Thopter in front of him is the right way. I think we need to... their average CMC is probably like 2 and a bit, so yeah, cutting off another one of their lands doesn't help. Let's go with the Rogue Refiner. It is the biggest thing, and it trades into all of our stuff. We have the Fatal Push for Long Tusk Cub. That's the only thing we can't kill with a Fatal Push. Wish it would show me who's watching my stream. That'd be pretty cool. If you're just joining us, this is game 1 of match 1 of a friendly standard league. We're playing Blue-Black Pirates, and I think we're doing pretty well so far. We took their Sky Sovereign ship hostage, and then we cast it 2 turns after, and it's looking pretty good. We can remove all of their creatures over the next couple turns, and he just conceded because he wasn't going to win from there. Alright, so the energy game. What do we play against the energy deck? Fatal Push hits every one of their threats. Sorcerer's Spyglass is actually really good against probably a couple of their cards. Long Tusk Cub. What's the other one? The Hydra, 4/3. Bristling Hydra. I don't think we need to wipe their board. I think our creatures are a little bit worse than theirs, but with the removal we have, we should be okay. I don't think we need the Vraska's Contempt. We don't really need to gain life, and there's nothing he has that's indestructible. Chart of Course, probably don't need to draw that many cards. I don't think we're going to need to draw cards to keep up with them that much. Their value more comes in the spells they play. So we'll take in the 2 Sorcerer's Spyglass. And I kind of want to bring in one of Fatal Push or Walk the Plank. Fatal Push is a little less consistent. Walk the Plank hits everything, but it's sorcery speed, which is markedly worse. Let's go Walk the Plank. Overall, it's just, I think, the better spell. I don't think we take out a Fatal Push, though. Probably March of the Drowned. They aren't going to have much removal. We might have to trade creatures in combat, but that's okay. Let's send it in. This hand, we go Fetid Pools turn 1, Drowned Catacomb turn 2 into Daring Saboteur. Turn 3 we have Counterspell. Yes, that sounds amazing. And we get to draw first. That's perfect. Oh, we mulliganed. Oh no. Feels a little bit bad. possible plays. He kept a no-lander. There's no way he just skipped through his turn. He must have kept a no-lander. Oh no, opponent. Oh well. I guess we're 1-0. 1-0 in the league. That's how we do it. We steal their things like a true pirate, and then they don't even want to play the second game. Oh, it feels bad to get a win like that, but I mean, I'm not gonna say no to a free win, so. Alright, match 2. We would like to go on the play because playing first is better, especially for tempo. We don't really want to play this hand first, but we do have the Daring Saboteur, which can cycle us cards. It's just so awkward. No, we go turn 1, Drowned Catacomb, turn 2, Swamp, play the Daring Saboteur, and then we can start cycling away our lands if we have to, so we keep this. Turn 1, Drowned Catacomb. I guess you could argue that maybe Swamp is the better turn 1 play, because then we can hold up Fatal Push, and it gives away a little bit less information. And look at that, it didn't matter. And look at that, we got a Fathom Fleet Captain. Nice. I think we still go with a Daring Saboteur. Or if he gets another blue deck. That's tough. Against blue, we probably actually want to be a little more aggressive, just generically against blue. So we'll go Fathom Fleet Captain. And he's going to censor it. Okay. He cycled the censor. Blue-white control, oh boy. I've heard this is a rough matchup for this deck. I haven't had the opportunity to play it yet. That's what we'll call it, opportunity. Let's go with the Swamp. Go to attackers. Get in combat. Attack with everything. Yeah, this has got to be blue-white control. I'm not sure what their list is playing exactly right now. I haven't run into it yet. I know their win con is probably Approach. Second main, we play the Daring Saboteur. And if their major win con's Approach, I don't know. Can't censor it, opponent. You can Essence Scatter it though. He can do that. Alright, so we don't get to resolve that one. We just pass turn now. Okay, what is he doing? He cycled a censor and he's missing land drops. What is with people missing land drops today? I had faith in you guys. Come on. Well, we're gonna take the Fell Flagship, and I finally found a matchup it's good in. It's gonna be Control, because we just get there faster. Faster, faster. Cycle a cast out, yes please. Thank you. And then we go to combat, the attack step, attack, get in there. Oh, we're gonna make him discard a card too, sweet. Oh no, it's the artifact, the vehicle that makes him discard the card, never mind. They won't be discarding a card, but that's okay. He now has 2 blue up, so I gotta be careful for him to counter my things. Straight up. Storm Tamer? Probably should have played my extra land. Let it resolve. Let it resolve! Unless we're playing mill. Mill the counter stuff? I don't see anything else that would be like mill in the graveyard though. Either meltdown, target. Okay. Oh yeah, because we could have accrued it. No, I couldn't. It's a crew 3. It's only going to come in as a 2-1. Okay. Sure. Take your 2 energy. See if I care. Yeah, I'm not worried about Aether Meltdown at all. We're going to play that, and then we get to finally start flooding the board with this Fathom Fleet Captain. Still getting used to the new cards. Attack with all creatures. Okay, sure, opt. Why, yes, I would like to use its ability. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, please. And now we yield forever. Supreme Well looking. Oh, he's digging for lands. I feel bad for this guy. Yeah, that's fine. I got the land at least. Attack with everybody. Woo! It's a party. Yay! We are going to pay 2. Down to 3. This doesn't put them on tapped, so I guess we do it at the end of draw step. Oh, no we don't. That's okay. Fumigate. Well then. So he destroys our board, goes back up to 7, and we draw a cycle land because that's how things work. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Sure. Rune Raider, and here's where we get to do something that doesn't actually matter. So we crew our flagship so we can get in with the raid trigger at the end of the turn. So for this matchup sideboard wise, I think we're going to get rid of the Fatal Pushes. Siren Storm Tamer. That's alright. I'm down for that. Yield until end of turn. I have nothing to do. Okay, so we're going to Pele the Storm Tamer. Go to combat. Get in for 4. I'm going to counter that because it targets me. end step. Nice, nice. Alright, opponent. You get 5 mana. You waste a Fumigate on that? I don't think he has a choice if he has it. Oh, I love this game. I love this game. Most times. Sometimes. Let's attack with everything. And we're going to see that. Start target attacking a blocking creature. Well, that's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. Let's leave that island up. I do believe he only knows about one. Yeah, the other one was a Storm Tamer. So it's just when I control, if I control, so I can leave it for next turn. Because that's lethal anyway. Sure, it's pretty well. It's fine. Approach. That's fine. Wonder if he has another one in his hand. That would feel real bad. Ooh, the Scarab God. Well, listen here, folks. That's not a useful card anymore. Scarab God will come down after combat. 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, I put lethal on the board. I'd rather have the God out there. I'm not going to yield until end of turn because that would be very bad. Let's just run the Scarab God out there. It can't be countered right now, and if he does have the second approach, then I cry. I just cry. That's it. There's no big deal. We can cry sometimes. Well, I mean, if he has the approach, here it is. Draw 2, discard 2. Oh, we might win this. Oh, I think we're gonna win this. I think we're gonna win this. Cast out the God? Must cast out the God? Yeah. Oh no. Is there a way out of this? Because I can exile that and bring it back, and that's no big deal. That's like 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attack with the team. Putting him down to 1 doesn't make a difference. I'd rather just have that fell flagship up. We're not going to give him any extra value off a fumigate or something off the top. Yeah, we got to do that. And now we pass turn. He must have it. He's casting it right away. Oh yeah. Approach. Yep. Well, that feels bad. But I don't think there's much we could have done there anyway. Getting him 1 more point of damage. There's something anywhere I could have got him 1 more point of damage. So we take Fatal Pushes out because they don't have any little creatures. All of them, please. And we go down to 2 Walk the Planks, I think, because we don't need to worry about them. We go. They did have Farm to Market. And yeah, so we're gonna bring in these 4. All of these 4, please. Deadeye Tracker is just gonna exile cards from his graveyard. Things we don't want him to get back with Trench Gear Hulk. And March of the Drowned will get our creatures back because we like doing that. We're gonna bring in an extra Scarab God. I don't know if I want 2 more, but definitely 1 more. Vraska's Contempt is not necessary in this matchup. These are necessary, these are good, these worked wonders, these almost won the game. Kite Sail Freebooters are fantastic because it doesn't have much hard removal, there's just a lot of board wipes. Siren Storm Tamers almost won the game. Chart a Course, and the Siren is Ruse. We're going to bring that extra 1 in and take out Chart a Course because we don't need to draw that many cards against them. We're going to draw a lot of cards anyway because it's a control deck. And what do we want it to go down to? Sort by CMC. I think we're going to go down. These are all so good. All so good. I don't think we quite need the Hostage Takers as much, and we're already bringing in a bunch of high drops. Take out the Hostage Taker and submit the deck. And we're going to go on the play. Yes, I would like to play first. This is okay. I think we could do a lot worse than this, so we're going to keep that. We could do a lot better, but we also have draw steps, so I think we just start off with the Drowned Catacombs. Drowned Catacombs pass. Beat that, opponent. Ha! Another Drowned Catacombs. Or we could just draw all of our lands and feel bad. Alright, Freebooter. What do we got? He's probably going to cycle a Censor. He's going to opt. Same thing. Actually, much better to get rid of that opt for him. Oh. Okay. Well, we have choices. I did not expect the regular Caracal. Caracal? Crockle? I don't know. He also only has 2 lands, so we take away the search. This one doesn't have white, so definitely take away the search here. So him having 2 lands is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, no, and the search. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you play the scavenger grounds. So there's 5 knowns and 1 unknown. We are back on our turn. Welcome to our turn, everybody. He cannot use any of his cards, so we're just gonna have some fun here. And then we're gonna attack. Man, that kite sail is huge, especially if it survives like 3 or 4 turns and he doesn't get the chance to use. Oh, so good. So good. I pick up the... Oh, he got the land, so he's getting Supreme Will. That's fine. He still can only cast out next turn. Can't cast Settle. Can't cast Regal. We're in a really good position here. And we just gotta go for broke. Anything that's gonna help us get there quicker. Lands won't, but Drowned Catacombs is a good... they're tapped out. Doesn't matter when we play our stuff. Hopefully next turn we can start looting away some extra lands. Funny that we're going to be playing the counter spells here and stopping them from playing. But that's how the turn works out sometimes. That's how the game goes. My end step, what do I get? Siren Storm Tamer, nice. Always like picking up those 1-drops. I'm thinking he misses land drop again. Oh no, there it is. So what are we gonna see here? Probably nothing. Okay, deck. You know what? That's plenty enough of that. Cast out. What's he targeting? Oh, I guess I actually better just counter that straight up, eh? Attack with everybody. Everybody's getting all up in the air. Damage trigger. Okay. I would like to draw a card. I would like to pitch a card. Okay, he casts the cast out, so he has 5 cards in hand. We know one of them is Settle the Wreckage. I have already used my land for the turn. So I think we go up to... No, we gotta check for Fumigate, because if he casts Fumigate, then we are SOL. We gotta check the fact that he could have a Fumigate and a land in there. And if he doesn't, then we can just play with the Storm Chaser. What do we got? He can't cast Settle unless he draws a Plains, and he has to do it on our turn, so he can play the Siren Storm Tamer anyway. Glimmer is fine, I don't care about Glimmer. Aether Meltdown will actually save him a turn, so we're going to take the Aether Meltdown. And then we know we're clear, so we play the Siren Storm Tamer. And that was his turn. Field of Ruin. Always with the lands. Oh, I got the extra white land. We took the Aether Meltdown, then we got one of each of these. Glimmer, Gearhulk, Settle, and Regular Caracal. So we know his hand. And so he's gonna Settle, we're gonna counter it. And then we're gonna win. And we're gonna play out our other Siren Storm Tamer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, come on. He is saving that Settle the Wreckage just for the last moment, eh? Alright. Oh, man, there's no way we could have drawn that this turn. Oh, well, we're gonna get rid of the Field of Ruin. I don't think we need to unfix his mana at this point. He's got 2 of each. If that was if the Glacial Fortress was his only white source, I think we would. But no, we don't need the Field of Ruin right now. I'd rather have the colored mana. Play that. Because that feels bad. That feels so bad. Oh well. That's magic. I think we're still in a pretty good position here. So we get to draw a card of there in step 2, which is nice. What do we get? What's he paying? Oh, Glimmer? Glimmer. That's fine. I don't know why. You see, why wouldn't he let the ability resolve first? And then he knows what's in my hand. Instead of now he has to deal with an unknown. Did he put both on the bottom there? He put both on the bottom, so he's not even getting what he thinks he needs. Which tells me he probably didn't draw a Fumigate. And now if he did, he's not going to be able to cast it anyway. Good game, opponent. He needs some sort of miracle of like land and Fumigate, and then no, because Dispel isn't even in the format anymore. Oh, opponent, I admire you for at least trying. And that should be game. Okay. We're just gonna attack with everything. Oh, this guy's a little bit salty in the chat. Well, hey, you know what, man? It goes both ways. You know, my buddy was playing this deck before, and he drew, like, each of the games he drew 10 to 15 lands, and he just wasn't getting there. You know, sometimes the decks work, sometimes they don't. 8 minutes to win. Oh! Speaking of lucking yourself out of something. That was a punt. We can count that as a punt. That's really bad. We can manage, though. We can manage. We're going to take Fumigate. That is so bad. That is so disappointing. That is so bad. And he drew a land for turn. His end step. Okay. Okay. This guy just keeps complaining. Oh well. Sorry, man. That's magic. Counter it. Good game. Gotta play a little bit faster. Yeah, my clock's starting to run a little bit low. I'm not used to the streaming thing yet, so it takes a little bit of time. Do we want to change anything? I didn't see anything worth changing in here. I think we did okay. I still like the 2 Scarab Gods over the 3. I don't think we need the Sorcerer's Spyglass. We got enough ways to look at his hand, take cards from it. So we're going to go on to game 3, and we're going to hope that we can win it in 7 minutes or less. Oh, this opener kills me. I think this is a trap. We have a really, really good. And we're playing behind the curve every turn. Oh. But it is. We can actually curve out very nicely if we draw some lands. So we're going to keep this one. Speaking of drawing some lands, let's just get this Siren Storm Tamer in there right away. Right away. No second thoughts. At least then we can get a little bit aggressive with it. Next turn, hopefully we draw a land. If we don't, we go Fetid Pools and cry. Then we cry. That's how that happens. Oh, don't tell me he didn't play land again. We can't both. Okay. Probably just looking for the land that comes in untapped. Speaking of, it's of course not the right one. We're gonna thin the deck a bit. Fetch for a swamp. Go into attacks. Rumble, rumble. Can you deal, bro? Can you deal? Do I think Pirate stands a chance against Teamer and Rumnap Red? I played a match against Rumnap Red when I was warming up, and it didn't go very well. I think if we figure out the right build, where maybe we have some more life gain in the sideboard, it could work out. But for right now, it is, yeah, no. I don't think it's a very good matchup at all right now. We're going to play the untapped land because that's what we want to do. And then we're going to go to attacks, see if he has anything to deal with our attacker. I doubt it, it's a 1-1. But we don't have anything useful to play before combat anyway. I want to get that freebooter in there and see if we can take care of one of his cards in hand. And now we also have mana for Scale Rab God, which is nice. He's not going to do anything predictably. Probably we got to go with the freebooter here. Next turn we go tap land, sell flagship, then we go turn 5 Scarab God. Perfect. I haven't had a chance. Oh, we did play against Teamer. We played against Teamer game 1, and we outpaced them. We stole their Skyship Sovereign, and then we bludgeoned them to death with it until they conceded. And then game 2 they kept a no-lander and conceded. Supreme Will is fine. That's fine. I will trade their 3 mana counter for my 2 mana creature that I get to return later. Better thinking, I probably should have played the Fetid Pools this turn, but oh, hindsight is 20/20. You know, the Teamer matchup seemed pretty good with this deck. I was pretty happy with it. What does he have in his bin? We still do that. I think the better play is to go with this, and then next turn we can go Fell Flagship. Unless he manages to tap out for something. And now we can counter if he tries to do something. Oh, we have like 4 minutes. You're playing blue-black control, and I think Pirates in control have a common goal. Cast God, cross fingers on tap since Pirates are kind of too small to win games on their own. The Pirates can actually overrun quite well, I found. That's how we won the last game in here. Ooh. Do we let him resolve a Glimmer? Oh, that's so tempting. I think... I don't want to let him resolve the Glimmer because it feels bad, but at the same time, if he has like a board clear or something. Well, if he has a board clear, we got the Scarab God. We're good. We're going to counter that. How do I like Daring Saboteur? I played it a bunch in pre-release. Why can't I cast my spell? There we go. Yeah, I played Daring Saboteur a bunch in pre-release. What? I most certainly was going to counter his thing. And now I can't even undo my mana, so... Alright then. That's cool. That's lovely. Daring Saboteur I really like in the deck. I would probably move it up to a 3-0, but I can only get a hold of 2. And there's a Fumigate we didn't want to see. But now he's tapped out, we get to play Scarab God. So I guess it works out okay. Alright, let's get the beats on. Yep, he opts. I also need to try to have no priority coming up because I don't really want that clock to run out at all. Perilous Voyage. Put it back in my hand, jerk. And now he has mana up to counter it. We gotta jam it anyway. Which feels bad. This feels so bad. So bad. So bad. So bad. So bad. Feels so bad. Yeah, Daring Saboteur I really like. I'd probably play 3 or 4 of, and then adjust if you have a lot of like silly cards like that ping for damage in your metagame. It's a good card. It helps you loot away extra lands. And Siren Storm Tamer is not the card we needed to draw, but we're gonna run it out there anyway. Like that feels really bad. I feel like countering that Glimmer would have made all the difference. Come to Fire's found there are 2 ways to build it. Oh, that's a Gear Hulk we don't want to see. Nope. What the? Am I like clicking through or something? I didn't think I yielded. I can't have yielded, it's letting me tap mana. You guys are seeing this too, right? Like I'm not able to cast these counter spells. Auto yield shouldn't be. I have my auto yield on if I have no actions, but the fact that I can tap mana means I wasn't yielded. So because I can't tap mana when I'm yielded. Sure, get him for 5. I don't care. That's pretty convenient. Yeah, that's really weird that it's not letting me cast that Dispersal. I control a pirate, so I should be able to cast it. It's a pirate? Yeah. Like 3 creature types, but he's still a pirate. There are 2 ways to build Scarab God, one like yours, and Skyship Plunderer plus Metallic Mimic equals new Jace. If you can't turn 2 Skyship, turn 3 Jace, you can ult on turn 4. That's disgusting in turn 4 ultimate. That's just, why would you tell me that? Now I have to try that. And Jace is still going to be super overpriced because it's the beginning of the season. Now I have to try that. Yep. Crap, there goes all my money. Yeah, this game is pretty much lost. I'm not going to deal 19 damage. Oh, Well, can we try now? Hey, look, we can counter this one. He can pay for it. But we can counter it, and we can try. He's gonna pay for it. Yep. I think we gotta do it again. Because this is my only creature. Yeah, I know my timer's getting low. I was getting low after the second game. I'm not used to the streaming into like talking while I'm playing. So usually when I'm playing Modo, just click, 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 and it's really fast. Now I have to talk about it, which is an adjustment. I'll get quicker, I think. I've also had a lot of priority this round, I think. Aether Meltdown, sure, that's nice. Another counter spell. That's not going to do anything for me. Okay. Well, we're going to attack. The other way I was thinking, we had one deck brewed where it was pretty much like this one, splashing red for the Lord, and I think I wanted to put Captain Lannery in it. My buddy didn't. We never ended up testing it though, or I didn't anyway. He said this one was more consistent, and I kind of agreed with him after I thought about it a little bit. I think there's a lot of ways. I think the standard is going to be pretty exciting. I think there's a lot of things we can build. There's going to be a lot of tribal decks, which is fine. I think that's what Wizards kind of aimed for in this. I'm just not sure they'll be the best ones. I think Rumnap Red could end up being it. I'm not letting you resolve that. I'm just going to counter this out of spite. I don't even care. You can't have your win con. No. Swamp. Sweet. Okay, I have nothing to do. I still have nothing to do. Market, sure. Yeah, I plan on running out of time for this game, which kinda sucks, but I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm getting used to it. Search for Ascanta. We're gonna go to combat real quick. We're gonna get in 2 more points of spite damage. Actually, if we draw a creature, we could actually, we would barely get there, but we could. I've never really looked at what that did. Top 4 cards, that's another land, because that is the most opportune time to draw a land. When I have 19 seconds left on the clock and my opponent's at 11. Nice. Oh yeah. 2 more points of spite damage, baby. Oh. Sure. Cast out. A good thing you can't cast it. Oh well, we tried. I'm really looking forward to a green-black mid-range deck, especially one with like Vraska as a finisher. Oh my gosh, I think Vraska is grossly underestimated. Her plus protects herself and creates a token, which is huge. Her minus protects herself and she can use it twice without having to plus. I think you're right about tribal dinos. However, if you do something, I was thinking of a jank brew with the Mythic Dino, the one that the Nea color one, and so the Nea color Dino with it would almost be like a ramp deck with Soul of the Firebird. I can't remember what the card's called. 1 second. Yeah, and then that, and then you have like Carnage Tyrant and the one that gives them all haste. Vraska is huge. Oh yeah, Vraska. I love Vraska. I think she's gonna be a fantastic card. Even if she's not fantastic in this standard, when she dips down to like the $3-4, just I'm gonna pick up as much of her as I can. Where is it? Sunbird's Invocation with all the dinos, I think, is actually a really neat twist because you can cast it. You cast like your Goliath, like your 7 or 8 drop or whatever. Look 7 deep, pick up the Carnage Tyrant, pick up the one that gives them haste or something, and then you just get in. And then you get the trigger your Mythic right away. You get a trigger Golash right away, and you get a bunch more dinosaurs. It would need to be a ramp deck to get there fast enough, and that's the problem where you're going to have a lot of ramp spells and the dinosaur spells. Alright, I think we're going to game 3. No more undefeated for me. That's okay. Exactly. The cast triggers in Eldrazi were huge. And the fact that they were just... The Eldrazi were much more game-ending than the dinos. You cast an Eldrazi, you almost certainly win the game. You cast a dinosaur, and they kill it, and you feel bad. And speaking of feeling bad, this hand feels bad. That's a mulligan. And that's almost as bad. But he kept 7. Ugh. I can't justify keeping this hand. Even with a hostage taker, it's on turn 4. That just feels bad. I gotta mulligan that. That is better. This is better. I think I can do this. And that is definitely getting put on top of the library, which means we go Fetid Pools turn 1. Play. A possible play, Yield All. Well, let's not time out this time, because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me like for 2 hours just timing out. That would be very boring for both of us. Oh, nice. Teamer energy again. Sweet. So I guess you can see the teamer matchup, which is what you've always wanted, I'm sure. Fetch into a blue source because we want to make sure we have that blue up no matter what to protect our guys. And we only have 1 black card right now, so that's fine. Storm Tamer pass. It could actually be blue-green Pummeler, but I'm willing to bet that it's Teamer energy. I do actually have a Pummeler deck, though. The only thing it lost in rotation was... well, we have a flyer, so we're going to attack with a flyer. I think it's best to save the just save the turn and go with the dispersal, which can counter anything. Or if he tries to kill my guy for whatever reason, we can just use Siren as ruse, draw us a card, and neuter his spell. I wonder if he's trying to block the flyer. That'd be pretty funny. Go to your turn. Turn 3. I'm thinking it's turn 3 Hydra, and I think that turn 3 Hydra is not worth it. Just, it's not worth... Nope, not turn 3 Hydra. Not if he turns that sideways. Oh, do I let this one resolve? I think I can let this one resolve. Servant isn't too backbreaking, and I do have counterspells anyway. Yeah, I'd rather save the counterspell for whatever he's trying to ramp into than for another servant. The servant probably won't win him the game. A counterspell can win me the game. Or stop me from losing the game. Swamp, nice. So go swamp that. Let's check your hand, see what we're dealing with. No, anyway, as I was saying, I have a red-green pummeler deck. That looks like... Oh, he has like 18 different ways to get rid of our things. No, this deck does not like facing Virtuoso. It can block other things and the run ones very profitably. That said, I think we gotta take... If we take Harness Lightning, force him to play Chandra, and then Chandra minuses to try and get the Harness Lightning back. We counter it, and then we swing back for one in the air to kill Chandra. So we take the Harness Lightning. It also spends more of his mana if he tries to use Chandra. Yeah, Virtuoso isn't great for this deck, but it can beat it. I think in game one, match one, my opponent made a mistake where he played the Virtuoso and didn't have enough energy to activate it twice, I think. So he wasn't able to get much value off it. He does have lock me from playing. My god, that's a good point. Well, he locks it. No, as long as I can keep a blue up with the Siren or Lookout's Dispersal, then I'm doing okay. Then I don't really care about the coup. So it means I'm going to have to play the god a little bit later, but at this point I'm just hoping to draw lands off the top of my deck anyway, so... What's your plan, opponent? What's the plan? Combat, sure. I will take my beats. The beats have been taken. He played that swamp. Chandra. Exile top. Oh, sure, yeah, that's fine. I'm even more okay with that. And he just got rid of a Glorybringer. I just took 2 life to get rid of a Glorybringer. I think anyone would take that trade. And Sept's fine. Well, we're getting there. Slowly getting to the lands. I might just have to cycle the Siren's Ruse. There's nothing he can do to make it bigger. I don't really want to go face here though. We just send 1 at face. Send 1 at face, keep 1 back in case he tries to do something stupid. Probably should send 1 at Chandra actually. well. Chandra, sure, exile the top card of your library. Long Tusk Cub. I don't want to deal with that. No, don't play that. Stop. Stop. Fine. I think we try to force him to tap out. This will save us 4 damage this turn if he tries to get it, and if he doesn't, then we'll stop what's actually a pretty decent threat. And he's shown that he isn't going to let that Chandra... He isn't going to minus that Chandra, I don't think, to try and kill my guy. He doesn't care about the Harness Lightning that much. So what's his play? See, he wanted to get in for 4 there. So let's go untap... Oh no, we need 2 untap lands for the Scarab God. I have to remember that Confiscation Coup. Rune Raider. That's actually... Oh, that's a little bit dangerous here. But we're pirates. We live dangerously. That's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I'm going to hit like a hostage taker or something and put myself to lethal real quick, or right quick. Let's go 1 into Chandra. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin myself, yep. Gotta check myself before I wreck myself. I'm about to wreck myself. Hopefully there's a real land that I desperately need anyway. That would be so much better. So much better. Okay. Land, land, land. Okay, that's not awful. That could have been much worse. I still have to block next turn or he is lethal. But that's okay. Sure, that's fine. Oh, a second Scarab God. Oh, that'd be bad. That'd be so bad. Yep. What if he just runs at the coop here? Takes care of a blocker. Oh. Sure. That works for me. Yeah, now he runs out the coop, takes care of my blocker, and gets me down to 2. And then he gets a draw card. Attune, get your land, player land. Actually, I can't draw the second Scarab God. It's Scarab Gods 2 and 3 are sideboard. I only have the 1 in the main board. Which makes drawing my first one at the beginning of the game even more slightly tilting. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Take our beats. I can't believe the servants are getting there. That's astounding. Confiscation Cube, Servants, Chandra. And he probably play. I think he played that Forest, yeah. Rune Raider, sure. What do you reveal? Take like 18 damage off something, please. That's not an 18 drop. End step. Flagship. That would have been nice a bunch of turns ago. Let's chart a course just to see what we would have drawn. I can pretty much conceive that this on this stack. Oh, you mean all the cards we needed? Nice. Thanks. That's awesome. Yeah, I would need to play the Fellowship and attack, and then he gets in anyway, so we're gonna concede. The Chandra wins in the game. Okay, our sideboard for Teamer Energy. When I was putting the deck together, I didn't quite consider Teamer Energy in the sideboard. I always seem to forget about it. We want the Sorcerer Spyglass because Planeswalkers and Bristling Hydras are very annoying. The Walk the Plank is more catch-all than the Fatal Push, so we take one of those out for one Walk the Plank. Even though you're giving up the flexibility of the instant speed. We don't worry about Vraska's Contempt. They don't have any indestructible guys. The Look at the Spiritual is fine. Rune Raiders, Daring Saboteurs, Chart a Course. Honestly, it just doesn't feel that great in the deck. I was trying it out. I'm not really liking it so much. The Siren's Ruse. Siren's Ruse is probably useful. I'm not sure if we want a second one. No Duress in the sideboard, no. I have just the freebooters for that. Maybe a mistake. We'll see. I think having the extra Scarab God and having... well, so I think I put something else extra in the sideboard that I would... Oh, Siren's Roost, I think, is main board in the list that I'm working off of. I feel like we want Spell Pierce, but then there's going to be games like last game where they're just like, okay, well, I have two servants out, and your Spell Pierce doesn't matter. But it feels so good taking a spell for one. I don't really care about the flagship that much, so maybe one flagship for one Spell Pierce. Just for funsies. We're here to have fun. This is a friendly league, which means nobody is playing to win, ever. Ever, ever, ever. I will take the play. And this has pretty much no. I basically need to draw a black source for this to be good. Considered Gifted Aetherborn. Yes, that's the card I was thinking. I was always looking for a card that would be good against Ramanap Red. Gifted Aetherborn is so good. You're correct. Gifted Aetherborn should 100% be in this deck. This is a sketchy keep, but I think it's still a keep. Because everything we have is a 2-drop. Evolving Wilds. We have more relevant blue 1-drops than black 1-drops, so we got the blue. Harvester. I hadn't considered Harvester actually. I feel like decks that you want Harvester against also run a Braid, so makes Harvester a little bit less useless. He's going to attune. Yep. It's worth a shot though if I'm going to test this deck and see if I actually want to play it. I haven't, before testing this a couple of games before the stream, I haven't actually played this before. So this is very much me also trying the deck out. Well, this is went about as poorly as we could hope. Probably could have taken out March of the Drowned for another Spell Pierce. I think it... Oh, yeah. Let me see. I took out Chart. I took out the flagship. Yeah, okay. Aether Hub, sure, taking energy. For the one time it matters, I'm sure. That's definitely worth giving me priority for. Yes, player servant. Long toss cub. That dies to fatal push. That is a fact. Now you're all better for learning it. I think we go Fathom Fleet Captain. It forces him to play a creature next turn. Or we can start getting in for 2. I also don't mind losing it. Especially because we have the March of the Drown to get it back. Curious how it deals with top decks. What do you mean how, oh, the top decks in the format, yeah. No, I feel the match against Teamer is fine. He can pump that twice, I don't like that. Little block I want to make, though. I think we let this one through and hope we draw a Swamp for Box Blank. Yeah, Reminap Red was a bit of a tough matchup. I think Teamer's a good matchup when we draw our lands on time. Like I said, I beat them in the first game. In the first match. What other top decks? Blue-White Control, you just saw we lost against them, but there was a little bit of trickery with the counter spells and not being able to cast them. Hey, there's an Abrade. Nice. And there's a tap land. So now that we got that, I think we do this and try to see what we can take out of his hand. What do you got, opponent? Magma Spray. Huh. Okay. Alright. So, that's good. I'm okay with this. Because I'm going to cast Walk the Plank next turn, and then he has nothing. Yeah, sure. I'm at 12. You have 4 lands in hand. He still has 4 lands in hand. And we got the untapped land, so we can actually play creature too. Oh, nice. Oh, you can't pitch a land to save it. I wonder if 4 Fetid Pools is correct, since we want the one turn 1 and turn 5. Maybe Unclaimed Territory, how to kind of hose our spells. Fetid Pools, I see where you're coming from, but I also like the flexibility of just having Cycle lands in the deck. But you're right, having like 7 lands that come in tapped between the Evolving Wilds and the Fetid Pools is really taxing. He cycled the land there? He cycled the land. Okay. Unclaimed, sorry, I just had to look up Unclaimed Territory real quick. I couldn't remember. Oh! Yeah, I think that was me and my buddy Schizophrenic were talking, and I think that's kind of what we came to the conclusion of. was that whether it's great for the tribal, but there is only like 20 creatures in the deck, I think, and one of them is Scarab God. So it only hits 19 of your spells in the deck. So when I have a fetid pool, like when I go fetid pools, it feels better than fetid pools into unclaimed territory, and I can't cast my Walk the Plank, or I can't cast my Scarab God on for whatever reason. Say I get supremely mana screwed. And I think my opponent's lagging based on his chat. He just put a couple periods in. Ugh. Hello, opponent. I think I would definitely test it with unclaimed territory if you were looking to build it, though. Just this is my first look at the deck, so we'll have to see. Now I need to find something to talk about while my opponent is dirtling. He must be lagging or something. He must be lagging pretty bad. Oh, we got another Shelter Thicket. Yeah, he's just not happy right now. I can't blame him. I would be pretty upset in his position too. When include random one-off blue mill desert, enables revolt, and you can mill a card to put a scry knowledge on top. Also approach, you can activate it before they draw and do his approach after the cast. Is the mill instant speed? I can't remember if it's instant speed or not. Oh look, another land. Perfect. Do I have 2 merfolk? I do not. You know what I mean. 2 pirates. I don't have 2 pirates. Yeah, if you can do the blue one at instant speed, then I think it's good. It could also be that... Oh, frig. Click through my attack step because I'm too busy not paying attention. It is instant speed, okay. Then it actually could be pretty correct to play that. I think it's going to depend on the meta you're in and the meta you expect. If you're expecting a bunch of Ramanap red decks running around, then you're going to want the Ifnir Dreadlands. Not instant speed, but it kills a creature, kills most creatures in red, and it actually makes Hazard smaller and a lot easier for this deck to deal with. You make Hazard into a 2/3, and anything you get back with Scarab God can deal with it. I don't think we have any creatures in the deck that deal with it straight up. And then, yeah, if you're gonna play a lot of control, then you probably want the mill as opposed to the Dreadlands. I guess playing one in place of one island in place of one island would probably be okay as well. He played a swamp, which he also didn't have in his hands before, but he's trying to cast a spell. Huh. That's not happening. I'm not letting you get that because that will win you the game. And I'm not stupid. I'm not as stupid as he wants me to be anyway. I think this has got to be where he concedes. I can just amass this very large army very quickly. And I can start pitching extra lands. Now, do we blindly play the Spyglass? Because we know he has lands in hand. He has... yeah. I think we keep the Spyglass in hand, so we're not going to loot it away. Because if he ever does land a Planeswalker, I want to be able to hose it. But at the end of the day, I also want to loot. We have a really good hand of answers right now, so we're not going to. Yeah, our hand is full of good answers right now. We're not under any immediate pressure to loot. We're in a pretty decent position right now. No, I would not like to draw. And then I would like to pass and never do anything again. Yeah, Hazard does take a hostage taker very well. Or gets taken hostage very well. How would that go? Anyway. I don't have anything to do to instant speed. Yeah, Hazard is answered on curve, you're right. But Rogue Refiner, sure, whatever. Oh, he's finally drawing meat. That's not good. I don't know. The one game we played earlier, he had Hazard it, and I'm just like, oh, that feels bad. There's nothing I can do, but I don't think it. I can't remember. Oh, that's not nice. That's not good. I can't remember exactly. He beat us into. Oh, that's. I'm sorry, opponent. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Would we bring in? No, because we bring in the Vraska's Contempt for mill decks, not mill decks. Red, mono red decks. Oh, I better actually pass priority. That's an important thing. I still don't want to pitch this hand. And now we yield forever. Our Glory is interesting. That lets you, I think, search the whole library too, right? It's kind of like Deicide, but instant speed and like 4-drop, which kind of sucks. He wouldn't have had that Virtuoso last turn anyway, so I'm gonna assume he's played most of these lands already. Okay, we're gonna pay 3 to loot. Is it worth it to name the Virtuoso? I don't think we want to attack with the Fathom Fleet Captain, because that just gets double blocked. Well, that gets double blocked. We make a new pirate. That's really tempting. He also gets to block it with Whirler Virtuoso. We make another pirate. Let's attack with everything, just for funsies. Yeah, Hour of Glory is good tech, but Vraska gaining you life is. I don't know how important the 2 life is, because you can gain it at instant speed too. But again, if you're worried about gaining life, Lost Legacy against Blue Eyed Approach, yeah, that's actually very good tech. Let's see how he blocks. I'm out of priority, so. Oh, my laptop's getting really hot. Oops. Yeah, Lost Legacy versus Approach is just GG. It's really funny. Yeah, I had a feeling he would kill that guy off. We're gonna kill off Thopter. Yeah, that's what we want. One and one. For funsies. Because a lot of people forget you can do that. Yes, I would like to draw a card with Daring Saboteur. We're going to pitch a land because a counterspell is better than a land. Another Ruler Virtuoso. Guess I should have played that Spyglass. Whoops. Hostage. Is there even anything? Is it? I don't think it's even good to take a Virtuoso with a Hostage Taker. And if I play the Spyglass, nope, that's not what I want to do at all. Spyglass into Virtuoso is kind of useless now. I think right now we're just on the Saboteur plan. Get him with unblockable. And I do think we should have more Saboteurs in the deck. It's been very good. For me, at least. Hey, let's create your 1/1s. I don't care. It doesn't matter how you block, you still lose 2 Thopters, dude. There we go. I think we get rid of Sorcerer's Spyglass here. And we're definitely going to try drawing if we just draw land. But I don't mind getting rid of the Spyglass now. Now that we have a counterspell. Oh, I guess he has a lot of lands. Oh, why is it me? Why is it me? Scarab got too good. Scarab got too good. Scarab got too good. Cycle, sure. Sure. This opponent has like a million lands right now. I am at 12 though. I've taken a lot. I'm gonna be at 8 after this. That's really concerning. I think we play the Fetid Pools. Attack with a Daring Saboteur. Hopefully he just tries to trump block it. If he does, then we have a Scarab God to win us the game. Hopefully. If you let, yeah, he's gonna try to block it. That's fine, because we can just get it back as a 4/4 with Scarab God, which is, by the way, ridiculous. Oh, my opponent knows that. I really was not holding like Essence Scatter or a Counterspell or something. I don't think they run any. Scarab got resolved. Nice. That can't be another Vraska. Oh. That's a big boy. I think we take back the Fathom Fleet Captain. The Daring Saboteur gains unblockable. The Fathom Fleet Captain I'd rather have as a trump blocker. Oh, I'm actually better want to do that. Oh, I can take back his creatures too, that's right. 4/4 that draws me a card. That seems good. We're gonna do that. Nice. Now I get a scry. Tempting, but I can just bring one back. So bottom look for a land. Okay, sure. I'm not going to attack. Really good judge calls on that? That's really bad for whoever was asking for the judge on that. A judge, does the stack work properly? Yes? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Sweet. That's good because I'm down to 5 minutes and I need to make sure that I win this game quickly because timing out twice would be really embarrassing. Oh, we wanted the Spell Pierce for March. Please? I don't think we got it. I don't think we got it. This one is looking much better. I'm totally okay with this hand. Turn 1 Fetid Pools is fine. Oh, come on, mouse. There we go. I wonder who the other viewer is. We got 2. Servants, nice. Yeah, that's a good servant right there. Ooh, a hostage taker, sweet. Freebooter, take a look, steal something. Oh, Jesus. We take the Chandra? I think we take the Chandra because Or we take the attune and keep him light on mana. Because we take the attune, he just has to draw a land to cast something. If we take Chandra. Oh, this is so tempting. So tempting to take the attune. I don't have an aggressive enough hand to take the attune, I think. So we gotta take Chandra. He drew the land. And that sucks. Yeah, no. Scarab God is a underappreciated card, I think would be the best way to put it. Okay. I think we could go attack, get the Rune Raider down, draw the spell. Yes, that's fine. Oh, we can get their Glory Bringer with a Hostage Taker. That would be fantastic. And then we're going to force him to use his energy to keep it alive against the Rune Raider. Still think I'm going to time out, which is really embarrassing. March of the Drowned, I didn't get that sideboard in. Damn. Oh well. Actually, might turn out to be a good thing here. Yes, 100% yes, we'll take that trade. 100% yes. Taking that trade every time. Get rid of your Hexproof. Thank you. Now we can. Oh, if I get an untapped land, I go Hostage Taker next turn, which is pretty hot. That's fine. So now he has a Hydra out of there. Is he gonna do Hour of Glory? I don't think so. He's gonna attune. That's what you do there. Give him a third energy so he gets Hexproof again. Mountain. Play the mountain. He played a second Chandra. I guess that makes this one rather bad. Sure, take your Chandra. Oh, we're not gonna win this one, boys. We are not gonna win this one, boys and girls. And non-binary pals, as one of my friends would say. Yeah, I don't even... This isn't going as well. I'm not too keen on the deck. I was really excited to try it, but playing it out a couple times, I'm not really loving it in this matchup. I think we got kind of lucky the first one. Yeah, no, we don't tap over Hostage Taker there. Not at all. And we don't even have anything good to take with Hostage Taker. Normally what you want to do with Hostage Taker is, if you don't mind playing it off curve, to protect it with like a Spell Pierce or a... Yeah, this is not going good. This is bad. Bad news bears, everybody. Yeah. We're taking our beats. We're taking them nice and hard. No, we don't play Hostage Taker here. He got rid of the attune, we know that. I don't have anything to do on your end step. For sure. Yeah, I don't think we can even come back and win this. There's nothing in this deck that we can do to win this. We just can see this one. Feels bad, but that's okay. Oh, All right, let's go to game 3, game 4, game 4. Oh my gosh, we're on game 4 already. It's like 9:30. Nice. Oh, and there we go. All right, let's get a nice easy matchup here, or a hard one. I want to win a game. I'm kind of tired of losing right now. This one feels okay. This one feels like keepable. This is now a little bit better than keepable. I'm just gonna fetch because I don't care that he sees I play blue or black. And I don't really like passing priority 100 times. Oh, he's got the foil one. Well, this is going great so far. On the end step, we crack. He's playing. Oh, I hope he's not playing control. I have a feeling he's playing control. Grix is control. Yeah, that's why he hasn't played anything yet. He only has one blue up though, which is nice. And I guess hopefully we'll find out real quick what he's playing. Unless he has an essence scatter. Must play opponent. Magma Stray. That's okay. This is gonna be a real difficult game to win, based on that hand. Yep, that kills the thing. No, it just makes. Yeah, okay. Don't forget to play land because that will put us too far behind. His play is Glimmer of Genius by my end step. I think we should go flagship pass. I don't. Flagship doesn't actually do anything. Although let's force him to discard a card, which is actually kind of big. If I can hit him. Which I can. Oh, it's probably not the best choice. He has a harness lightning, so I could also. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna. Or I think we're just gonna counter his glimmer. Player Glimmer of Genius, I dare you. Or do we counter the Planeswalker? I'm assuming you mostly land the Planeswalker on empty board. I think we counter the Planeswalker and let the Glimmer resolve. I think countering the Planeswalker is probably better. He has many fewer ways to win in his deck. Yeah, you're not slamming that Liliana. Not even close. That's a Scorpion God. We're also not letting you slam that. We got a land. We don't. Flagship, and then we could probably just play chart, use our mana. We have nothing else to use it for, so. We actually could use another land right now. Get rid of the Dispersal, let him land the Liliana. Yeah, we let him land the Liliana here. That's fine. We can kill Liliana somehow, eventually. Like Hostage Taker, Exile Token, Crew attack for 3. I think that's the play. Oh, that's a Scarab God, and he has 1 mana up, and that is... Oh, he just brought that back. That feels really bad. That's probably the much better play, though. So now we get to kill Liliana. He's gonna Hardest Lightning. No, he's not, because we're going to use Siren's Roost, which actually is net the same, the way the stack works. But if for some reason he doesn't want to get rid of the Hostage Taker... Oh, yes, please let that ability go through. Then we Crew, tapping that guy. Please tap that guy. Done. Main phase and do attackers. Attack Lily, kill Lily. He hasn't played that Fetid Pools yet. I don't think he cycled it either. No. Yes he did. Fatal Push? Doesn't change anything, but we gotta draw a card off it, which is okay. Okay, I thought that worked differently. I'm not complaining. That was a blowout. That was nice. That felt good. That felt good. Uh, right, because the difference was that Eldrazi Displacer and the Displacer into Queller combo gave your opponent the opportunity to cast, and that was the difference. Yeah, I should be auto-yielded by now. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. He's not going to be very happy when I play the third one. I really don't want him to have that Skate Rap God. This has just turned into a fight over the Skate Rap God. And now I actually get to see him discard a card, which is kind of nice. So I'm liking the flagship a little bit more now. As the deck as a whole, though, I'm not really huge on it right now. Glimmer, okay. Glimmer, I guess you keep something on top you don't mind being discarded. We're gonna leave the fleet captain back a turn just in case he has a board wipe. We discarded Champion of Wits. He gets that back next turn. Does he have the hour? No, but he might be doing the champion. No, that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. There you go. There's the champion. That's Nicol Bolas. Fine, you can keep your creature. Steve, I care. I feel like with Nicol Bolas this is near unwinnable. But we do have a menace guy out, so we're gonna take advantage of that. And he's just gonna kill it with his god. Mano a mano, god on god. Sure. Nothing I can do about that. What do you get? Fathom Fleet Captain. Sure. That's not that bad. And it was right on top of my library too. Moving my draw. Yes, he does cast that Fathom Fleet Captain. Okay, I'll take 6. That's fine. Sure. Sure. No, opponent's got all the bombs today. All of the bombs today. Do I want anything in the graveyards? Actually, yes, I want a hostage. That's exactly what I want. Hostage taker. Oh, oops, I have priority. I get a scry one. We already have one in our hands. But it is good. Ugh, I don't want. I feel that we can do better. Oh yeah, we can. We need a land to do that, but that's still not a bad thing. We're gonna crew. Beginning of combat, whatever. Scarab God goes at Nicol Bolas. Flagship goes at face. Grrr, attack. Ah ha 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 ha. Please don't interrupt my attacks. I have a feeling it's gonna interrupt my attacks. No? Sweet. And next one I can Vraska's Contempt. Or no, I can just steal a Scorpion God. With the other Hazard Taker in my bin. Sure, take 6. We're gonna let this one resolve. I think it's better if we cast his bottom. That's a land, which kind of sucks, but that's what actually lets us do Scarab twice. So now we go to combat. Attack for 9. A braid, deal 3. I guess it doesn't matter anyway, does it? That was a waste. That's annoying. Yep, that was so bad on me. That was a very bad play. I mean, catch him from drawing a card, I guess, but that was a very bad play on balance. That's not what we want. So now he's going to, I mean, that's going to go away. That's going to be exiled. So now we bring back our hostage taker mid-combat before blocks. Yeah, that's 3 damage is fine. He gets his Scarab God back. I go, LOL. Guess what? I have another one. And you should know this, because you should be paying attention to my graveyard. And we're going to take his Scorpion God again. Anyway, so what I wanted to do was take his Scorpion God. I wanted to cast his Scorpion God, sacrifice mine, and then bring mine back to my hand, so he can't do anything with it. What did he get? Don't tell me he got Hour Devast. Oh, Chandra's fine. Chandra's not fine. Chandra's annoying. Chandra's super annoying. Chandra kills Hostage Taker. I cry. Chandra is a very good top deck for him. I mean, any spell that killed Hostage Taker was, I guess, a good spell for him, but that was an especially good one. Is he going to take the Champion of Wits? Yes, he is. Funny, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Alright. There's nothing in here that does much for us. Yeah, I guess we might as well take back a Fathom Fleet. And he probably has Fatal Push in there anyway. Fetid Pools is going to get scryed to the bottom because it's kind of like cycling for free. That is not a bad top deck. Oh, it doesn't be an attack here though. Because if we attack, he just blocks, and that feels super bad. Aether Hub. Sure, Chandra. You have... What is it now? Not another Nickel Bowl ass. Come on. Alright. Sure. Whatever. That's 7 damage to me. That's... I can actually stop that. I nearly conceded that game. Oh, I would have been so upset. It's been a long ass game. He conceded. Oh wow. I don't think he was quite dead yet, but maybe he wants time for a game 2. I guess that would make sense. We take these. We take that because their gods are annoying. I actually didn't see any Gear Hulk, so we might be okay to leave the Deadeye trackers out. Spell Pierce is kind of needed. Scare of Gods, those will be fun. I wonder how many of those we can bring in and not dilute our strategy too much. As far as cards go, we don't want any Fatal Push. Pretty sure all creatures were gods, so the Walk the Planks are pretty bad too. We're gonna want to March of the Drowned. Chart of Course is okay. We'd rather have this. No, Siren's Roost. And what's the last thing we want to get rid of? We need to get rid of 2. I guess we don't really need the Contempt that badly. And we can do Legged Dispersal. They're going to have more counter spells than we will. So Legged Dispersal will probably come out. And ship it in. Let's go. I think it would be pretty automatic that he wants the play here, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, if he times out deciding whether or not he wants to go first, that's totally fine by me. Either that or I'm lagging. He has chosen to be on the play. Oh, this is so bad. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, it's actually not that bad. I guess I can cast all my spells, but like, come on. We also get a draw. Well, this will be okay. I'm not as upset with this as I thought I was. Yeah, that's fine. Night rubbing it in. Alright. Let's try to get a free look at what he's doing. And if he exiles it, well, whatever. He exiles it. He exiles it. He fatal pushes it. A braid, sure. Good to know. It's actually not terrible. I'm pretty much okay with this. I mean, he has a bunch of lands and a Heartless Lightning that I'm going to have to be careful of, but if I play around the Heartless Lightning, fine, then it's not going to do anything. Hopefully we draw a basic land. Speak of the devil. So he didn't even have that swamp before. Sweet. I wonder if he's gonna turn 5 slam that Scorpion God. Bet you he will too. There goes an Aether Hub. Is he not doing anything? Sweet. I really don't like Field of Ruin. I'm not really big on it at all. If there's creature lands, it'd be different, but you're essentially just fixing your opponent, and that just feels awful. That just is awful. That's what it is. I think we try to get Fathom Fleet Captain out before we go with the Fell Flagship. Yeah, that's what we do. Then next turn we can start making tokens and stuff. I haven't. Yeah. Next turn we start making tokens, and if he decides to slam the Scorpion God, and for whatever reason we can't counter it, we play the Sorcerer's Spyglass, name it, and then continue Wrecking Face. But I think we just leave up counter magic for it no matter what. We can't let that Scorpion God resolve. Yeah, no, I can't let that resolve. I'd be a very bad Magic player if that resolved. What the? What? Okay, that is on video. On video. On video. On video. That just happened. I can't even untap my mana. Oh my god, that's so bad. That is so bad. Oh my god. Come on. That is game breaking. Like that spell was 100% countered. That's the exact reason I left that up. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. Spyglass. Oh, look, he's got Scarab God now too. Maybe we'll be able to counter this one. Scorpion God. I mean, that is so tilting right there. Like, 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row. That's so bad. That is so bad. What even causes that? I can't possibly be... Yeah, that's fine. I can't possibly even be like... Like, it's not that it's like... It shouldn't be the yields doing it. Okay, this time we're gonna go like that instead. And we're gonna see if that works. Okay, so it worked like that, but it didn't work the other way. So from now on in this game, in this league, I just have to be careful that I look at, like, target something first before I just tap all my mana. His clock is way faster than mine. Oh, that's an incredibly convenient draw for someone who can't play a spell. So I guess it's just turned into a race, which I'm fine with because I think this deck wins a race. I got rid of Scorpion God, the 2 Aether Hubs. Kind of scare I've got, he still has a Harness Lighting and maybe an Aether Hub. I need to keep a little bit better track of that. So I guess it kind of worked out anyway that I countered the Scarab God and let the Scorpion God resolve. Let the Scorpion God resolve. Oh, sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Nicol Bolas. Nicol Bolas, Meet Spell Pierce. I think this time we make one, play a second Storm Tamer, and set up lethal next turn. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Can't block it anyway, so. Aether Hub. Still has that Harness Lightning, doesn't he? Yeah, he never used it. Liliana. Sure. He gets a Scarab God. He can't do anything with it, which is good, but it's still a nuisance. Please attack me. Please be stupid and attack me. I can hope for that, right? Storm Tamer the third. Then if I attack with everything, 4 get through in the air, and then at least 3 on the ground. And Hard Sliding should be his only card in hand. Attack with all creatures at its face. Pretty sure this works exactly how I want it to. Make another one just in case. Is it it? Is it good? Are we good? I think we're good. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And 7 is greater than 6. And 6 is its life total. And we win. Nice. 2 and 2 going into game 5. Let's see if we can't get that treasure chest. Let's go after that treasure chest right now. Right stinking now. Let's do this. Oh, alrighty. Match 5 of 5. Oh, this water bottle sucks. This water bottle leaks all over. This hand sucks. This hand is very leaky. If the hand could be leaky, that's what that hand would be. That's much more manageable. I'm gonna keep these cards. I'm gonna scry that to the bottom. And an unknown matchup, I don't think that card's very important. Oh. Sweet. Get a swamp and we pass. Okay, I think it's better to check out what our opponent's doing. I always like information before I like bashing in. So we're gonna get some information here. Even if Fatal pushes it, that's okay. He's gonna Fatal push it, isn't he? Yeah, he did. Marionette Master, Ruthless Knave. Oh, this is the deck he's playing. Oh, I wanted to try this deck so bad. Alright, I guess we're gonna see this. This is gonna be a fun game. I'm gonna like this one. Champion of Wits. Yeah, you be a champion. You wit. Play the fetid pools. Force him to play his other creature. He gets in. I am not going to make that trade. He's playing Esper. Oh, baby. 4 cards, and he didn't play a creature. He must have a Glimmer in hand then, which is fine. That just means we get to go. We get to attack. There's no way I can actually get his triggered ability off, which kind of sucks. But we're going to play the Rune Raider after and draw a card and feel good about ourselves. Because that's how we do things. And then we go to end step. And I get a card. And life is good. And it's only a 2-drop, which is nice. Does he have the land? He got the land! I'm still not blocking your Champion of Wits. That's Fumigate. That's fine. We will rebuild. Very easily, actually. Take that, opponent. We could even walk the plank something. If you had a creature to target with walk the plane. But you don't. Next turn we ask his Contempt his Scarab God. I think that's exactly what we do our next turn. Especially if we draw a land. Sweet. Now we can go Vraska's Contempt and pump out a token this turn. And gain a couple life, which is rather minute at this point. This is where the deck feels good when you get to this point. Before when you're not at this point, it's okay, but when you get to this point, you're like, oh baby, this is good. This is why we play Magic. That's not why we play Magic. What the heck? I mean, everything still has menace. So we're gonna check your hand. There's even any creatures. I guess he has a Champion of Wits. And then Root Raider. Yeah, he actually has a few creatures. Dire Fleet Hoarder. What happened to the Marionette Master? Huh. I don't remember seeing him discard that. Alright, well, 2 cards in hand, we know both of them. I think we do walk the plank that. Walk the plank, get in for 2, 3, 4, 5. Put down to 13. The next turn we get in for 5, 6, 7, 8. Put down to 5. And at that point I think we have it. Because we can't let him get a Marionette Master back at a 4-4. Because that'll just kill us dead really quickly. Oh, if I do that I can't make a token this turn. Not making the token. Do I have a black floating? Oh, sweet. Never mind. Then we can do that this turn. Oh yes, it was a champion discard, you're right, that's how we got that in there. Alright. Combat, we're gonna make some dudes, we're gonna hurt you, it's gonna be awesome. Good call, Tyler. Gonna play that Scarab God again, which is okay. I'm not gonna draw anything important because that's how I play this game. I don't like drawing important things. I think it's a waste of time. He can't block any of my creatures. for good measure, we're gonna play another one. I think I can counter the marionette because it's target opponent. Yeah, so I can actually counter that trigger. Let's make the marionette master on the stack. Yes, he does. Oh. Oh, that must be a tough choice. Actually, how many mana tokens do I have? I have 4 menace creatures, which means like 8 blockers to make sure one doesn't get through. So I do have this game. Yeah, this game's good. We got this. Probably should have counted that before. MTG Goldfish has 600 viewers. I have 6, but I have the 6th best viewers. You guys rock. Oh yeah, no, all of them is a fatal attack. I realize that. Yeah. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it. Sweet. One more game win. One more game win. That's all we need. All we need is one more game win. What did we see there? What do we want to take out? Deadeye Trackers come in for sure. That's just stupid against his deck. This brings it back. Does it have a... It's a copy. Yeah, it's a copy, so it sells this. We want an extra way to get rid of the god. I don't think we care for our own god. I guess if we can start exiling its own stuff, that's actually really good. Spyglass we don't care for. Spell Pierce is okay. Fatal Push didn't matter. Walk the Plank might matter. Let's take out a couple Fatal Push. We did see some smaller CMC creatures, but Walk the Plank handles them anyway. Flagship doesn't do much here because he wants to discard anyway. And then I just never like Chart of Course. Chart of Course is like Chart is one of the first ones to come out of the deck. Sorcerers, because he can't activate Scarab God. Yes, but I also want to activate my own Scarab God. And as much as he is going to be using Scarab God to make it quicker, he can still win through that with that combo with that Scarab God. He just has to be able to cast his stuff. This hand is crap. This hand's crap. This hand's not that bad. I can walk, I can Fathom Fleet, I can check his hand. I'm okay with this. I think if we go to game 3, I might bring in the Sorcerers. The Sorcerer's Spyglass. And take out my Scarab God, because my Scarab God becomes much worse without the Spyglass. That's not what I wanted to see. We're gonna make it think we have push, because there's no downside. Yeah, just because I like the odds of activating my own scare I've got in response to his, if that ever comes up. But you're probably right. I think the Sorcerer's Spyglass may be more correct. Oh, he kept a one lander. I mean, I kept a two lander, so there's that. And I got the Evolving Wilds, and he didn't, so sweet. Let's go with this. See what we're looking at here. See if he actually kept a two lander. Or a one lander, rather. I mean, he had the Fatal Push. It's good for him, I guess. Modo? Modo froze. Oh wow, that's not what I was expecting at all. I mean, still glad to see it, I guess, but that was an awful sketchy one land to hand. Harass me? Sure, whatever. He's probably best to take the flagship. That's gonna kill him quickest. Although I could see him being tempted to take the dispersal. I don't know if that hand was one land keepable, dude. I don't think that was worth it, man. Mr. Ehawk77. Caw. He took the right card. He took the right card. This sack. We're gonna search for a black mana or blue. I think we go blue mana here. We have more black mana in our deck. Fathom Fleet Captain pass. He got it. There it is. He cast Hidden Stockpile. Sure. Oh. Nice. When you top deck the one drop pirate. Oh. Okay, so this is gonna get good because now we just attack with everything. Yeah, this is, and now we can just counter anything he does too. So he's probably gonna try and cast a Sunscourge Champion next turn, and I'm probably gonna say no because the last thing I need him doing is gaining life right now. Have that. Also doesn't have that. Also now doesn't have that. What? Oh, Modo. Come on. That is frustrating. That is so frustrating. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna steal that. That's not what we're gonna do because that's the wrong play. Modo, you crush my soul every single day. Every single day. Every single day. I just crush my soul. Basically what it is I have the auto yield on, and when I tapped out my mana, it just auto yielded instead of casting my spell. Which is really weird, because I don't think it would do that with mana floating. And I've done it with other spells that aren't Lookout Dispersal, like I did it with Spell Pierce, and it worked fine. So it's just Lookout Dispersal. That is so annoying. Next turn he brings back. Oh, he has a Revolt. Oh, at the beginning of his end, Sept, sweet. Next turn I think he brings back his Sunscourge Champion. Unless I want to hold that back and explore. Maybe I want to do that. No, I think we just hold up the counters, because if he gets off the Scarab God, then I'm kind of SOL. We're not going to pay this time. Yeah, we can't let him get that Scarab God. He has to choose between the champion and the Scarab God, and I think for him it's tough, because he doesn't have a blocker either way. If he plays the Scarab God, then I can exile his Sunscourge Champion. And if he doesn't play the Scarab God and he goes to the Sunscourge Champion, then all my stuff is menace anyway. And there is a chance that I just have removal for it, which I do. Angel of Sanctions. Oh, he discards the Angel of Sanctions, right? So now I know every card in his hand again. That's an activated ability, so I can't do anything about it. No. Counter target spell. Yeah, just spell. Okay. Gain your life. We're gonna get Swamp this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can go Hostage Taker to take that out, and then keep up mana counter Scarab God, which I think is the play. Following Wild, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not how that works, Kevin. That's not how that works at all. We're just gonna walk the plank again. Made the same guy walk the plank twice. That feels kind of good. I left up a mana to sack it. Sure. Scry 1. Now we go to combat. We just stack with everything. 2, 4, 6, 7. Has him dead in 2 turns. Nope, because it doesn't change lethal. Alright, opponent. Can you save yourself? Look at that, we got 10 viewers now. Nice. Nice! 3 and 2. I will take it. Considering that counterspell shenanigan costs us probably a couple games, we will happily take our play points and our treasure chest. So bring that over. $80 play points, 1 treasure chest. Sweet. Well, let's talk about the deck, I guess, because I got a couple more minutes before I gotta get off. How do I feel about this deck? I don't know about this deck. There's times where it was really fun to play, and there was times where it was really not fun to play. There's a bug with Modo with the lookouts dispersal and the priority, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But overall it was a fun deck to play. I just kind of made the sideboard on a whim. I wasn't sure what to expect. I know Takuj, I can't pronounce that. It's a T and a K, and he was in the chat earlier. He had a couple interesting ideas with Hour of Glory for Hazarets and Lost Legacy for Blue-Eyed Approach, because that's one of their only win cons. He also suggested the Ipnu River, I think it is, the blue desert that you can sack to mill somebody against Blue-White Mill, but I think that Blue-Eyed Approach, sorry, but I think that against Approach, the Lost Legacy is probably just better. It just completely takes out their win cons. I felt the Flagship Raiders were sometimes kind of weak. Other times they were really good, but for the most part, I didn't love them. They did help finish the game quicker though, and I think they have a spot in the deck. I found if I had to board out a card, it was sometimes that one over most other cards. The Fathom Fleet captains are an all-star. Holy cow. When you can just like continuously make these cards, it's stupid. That's just stupid. I'm sorry. That's stupid. That's so good. To make a 2/2 with Menace, make a 2/2 with Menace, or 2/1 with Menace to make a 2/2 with Menace. Yeah, every time, 100%. Scarab God was fun. I tried one in the main board. And I like it in the main board. I think it gives us a little bit more reach, and it gives us more option against decks, just to bring back our, like we have it in the sideboard. I don't see why we wouldn't play it in the main board. The only negative is that it takes away the pirate typing, which is a little bit good, which is a little bit relevant. And the sideboard, the Deadeye Tracker is like a good utility card. I'm not sure it needs to be in the main board, but it should definitely be in the sideboard if you're building this deck. Something to help exile graveyards. You can do it repeatedly, and you can do it at instant speed too. So when you can do it if they're gonna get something in there to the Scarab God, you can do it in response. Super useful, and it gets a little bit bigger as the game goes along. I'd 100% keep that as 2 in the sideboard. Scarab God, I'd probably cut down to 1 in the sideboard. The original list I had 2 sideboard and none main, so I went 1 main, 2 sideboard. I don't think we need 3 in the whole list, and I think taking them out is fine. Bonte's Last Reckoning. I feel you almost want that against green-red or Team Energy, just to straight up destroy their threats. Obviously, Bristling Hydra can be tough to deal with, but at the same time, like in Ramanap Red, it's okay. I didn't get to play it against Ramanap Red. No, we played a game against No, I think I played a game against Ramanap Red before we started, and it didn't come up in that game. Vraska's Contempt. I like the 1 main 1 side split. 1 main is good because it's a catch-all answer for gods or a planeswalker. Not that any of these planeswalkers are overpowered anymore. Maybe Nicol Bolas, but he's 7 mana, so we should hopefully have the game almost down pat by then. Siren's Ruse. I'm going to do that right now, is take the second Siren's Ruse and move it to the main board, because there's a card in the main board that doesn't belong there. Chart of Course was just not good enough. It did not get the job done. Siren's Ruse is a much better card. It'll still draw you a card, but it'll also protect a creature. So you're, on average, you net the same amount of cards because you're saving a creature and you're drawing a card. So there's no reason to run. I see almost no reason to run the draw spell over the Siren's Ruse. You could probably almost put another one in the sideboard if you didn't want one of the hate cards that we mentioned earlier, the Lost Legacy or the Hour of Glory. The other thing with Hour of Glory is it really only comes in against decks with, obviously, decks with gods in them. But you could almost, if you're that worried about gods that you want to get rid of all of them, you can probably take out the one Vraska's, what's it called? Sorry, new cards. Vraska's Contempt in the sideboard, and put one or two of them in the sideboard in its place. I don't think it's mainboardable. I don't think there's going to be that many god decks running around, and when there is, they usually run one or two anyway, so the odds of like needing to get them drawing both of them in a game are really small. Not worth it. And Spell Pierce was Spell Pierce. It countered in Bolas, and that won us the game, which was good. Actually won us the game 3, which was very good. Sorcerer's Spyglass, I really like it. I think you need to be careful matchups you do and don't bring it against, but like you were saying, Tyler, it's probably good to bring it in and just take out the Scarab Gods if you're going to face a deck like that again. But as of now, you know, it's a good card. I would keep it in there. It's kind of a catch-all in case they resolve a Planeswalker or something. And unless you look at their hand, which is actually very important. I'm not sure if it's modern playable. I know there is some talk about it going in Lantern Control, but the 2 mana for that versus 1 mana for Pithing Needle, but you don't get to see their hand. So many times in Lantern you just know their hand anyway. You know all but one card. That the Pithing Needle is just the better play because you get to empty your hand quicker. That's pretty much it for the stream. Thanks for everyone who watched. I'll be trying to dissect it into videos later on by match. I think the next stream looks like it's going to be Sunday, and it's going to be sealed or draft, probably Ixalan draft. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys.